What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Pot Stilled Life. I'm Ryan, and tonight we're going to go into my top 3 budget bourbons under 25 bucks. So let's get into it. We're going to do my top 3 budget bourbons. I've decided to do it a little bit different. I'm not just going to run through the list tonight. I'm going to lay out about 7 of what I consider great budget bourbons under 25. I would reach for any of these on any given night. Got friends over. They're great sippers, they're great mixers. I wouldn't be ashamed to put any of them in front of any of my friends or family. So first off, we are going to be hitting up Evan Williams 1783. This is going on there. This is one I really do enjoy. Just great honey, caramel, dried fruits, coming in at 90 proof, and under 20 bucks. This is a phenomenal value. Next one is gonna be Cooper's Craft. I didn't try it until recently, and this is just a great bourbon. Under 20 bucks, coming in at 82.2 proof, so not a high proof at all, but great flavor. I did a blind of this one, and in all honesty, this tastes like it's higher proof to me than 82.2. So great bourbon. Next one is Old Tub. This one's not even open yet, guys. This was harder to find in my area for the last month or two. I actually picked this up on a trip up north, and then it came back in stock everywhere around me. It's Bottle and Bond coming out of Jim Beam. I haven't had it in a little while, but I tell you what, my first bottle of this, I went through relatively quick. Love it. It is a peanut bomb, as I recall. So definitely I would go for this anytime. And matter of fact, the reason I went through it so quick on the first bottle, I shared it with a lot of friends. Next one, we're coming in, guys, you know this is one of my absolute favorites. Early Times Bottled and Bond, coming in typically around 23, 24, 25 bucks. It is, obviously, Bottled and Bond's 100 proof. This is just so good. This is one of my absolute favorites. Massive value at under 25 bucks, typically where you get it. It's getting harder and harder to find, so, but until I can't find it anymore, this is typically, this is gonna be on a lot of my list because it's definitely a go-to for me. Wild Turkey 101. This is a lot of people's favorites. It is one that actually, this bottle isn't open yet because this is what I pour in my decanter. This is what I typically keep in my decanter at my house because I do absolutely love this. It's a high rye mash bill, oaky. It's got those great brown sugar sweetness, got just the right amount of spice to it. To me, a little bit more complex than some of the other bourbons up here, but just a great go-to. Great mixer. I tell you what, you want a great old fashioned, Wild Turkey 101 makes a phenomenal old fashioned. All right, so a couple more here. Four Roses, guys. You can't go wrong with Four Roses. This would be known as the yellow label, even though the label's not yellow anymore. This is just their 80 proof entry bourbon. Pick it up for under $25. Just a great bourbon. And then, of course, you got to have Old Forester 86 proof. You get this again. Under 25 bucks, pretty much anywhere you go to. I love Old Forester products. Love that flavor profile that they have. So tonight I'm going to do a blind tasting of all 7 of these and rank them in order. And that's how we're gonna find my top 3 budget bourbons under $25. Be back in a sec. All right, guys, I'm back and I've got the blind flight in front of me. I hate to admit this, I'm just a little bit nervous, you know. Whenever I'm staring down, 7 glasses of bourbon that I have no clue which one is which, yeah, that's definitely gonna put my palate to the test a little bit here. I got my notes here. I'm gonna run through this one by one. I'm gonna do the nosing first, kind of get what I'm thinking on the nose, and then I'm gonna go to the palate and finish, and then start ranking them in order there for us. All right, so I know I like all of these individually, but let's see how they all fall out here. So let's get started over here, 1 through 7 going that way. So color on that is really nice. Nose on that it's light, kind of corn sweet, a little bit of cherry, slight oak and leather. Mostly just kind of sweetness though. right. Color on this one, looking a little bit darker. Oh yeah, that's almost like, wow, like a bubblegum candy. Then that brown sugar, definitely darker, a little bit caramel. A little bit of oak spice there. I'm digging that. Number 2 there, that's kind of standing out to me just a little bit on the nose. Color on that is nice as well. And then color on all these are, I mean, they look pretty similar. Nothing is, this one seems a little darker, and then down here number 7 seems a little darker to me, but past that, there's peanut on the nose on that one. Sweetness, just sugar, not brown sugar, but like a candy peanut. Definitely just a straight up candy nose. That dusty peanut note, which I like personally. If you're not into that flavor profile, you may not like it, but I like that peanut note. Peanut butter, favorite thing in the world. My wife, my kids will tell you, we go anywhere for ice cream. If it's got peanut butter in it, that's my flavor. That's what I'm getting. It's like cotton candy on the nose there. Corn, it's just really sweet. This is just all candy sweetness on that. It's lighter than everything else. This is definitely the lightest nose that I've so far. A little bit of peanut, not a whole lot, not a complex nose, which under 25 bucks, what am I expecting? Complex nose. Not as sweet as number 4, not, but lighter note on it. All right, so let's jump in number 6 here. Very light, little nut, not the sweetness, kind of a dusty note. Yeah. Definitely not my favorite nose. Oh no, that's like straight up caramel, brown sugar, a little darker. Those have got to be my 2 standouts right there. I love a kind of a darker note in bourbons. It's one of my favorites. I enjoy everything else, but that's my comfort zone. That's where, you know, everybody has a comfort food. That's my comfort bourbon. Going into those darker notes, you gotta notice I'm kind of ranking on on the nose so far. Let's jump into the palate. I'm gonna go back over here to number 1. A little bit of spice right up front, brown sugar. It's light, oaky. It's got a nice mouthfeel to it though. Slight oiliness, a little kind of a dusty note, oaky note. It's got some complexity to it. I like that spice note on it. Definitely spice forward. And that finish is still going. It's definitely got a longer finish on it. I'm digging that. That's nice. All right, so let's keep hitting these glasses together. Sorry guys. Very sweet. It doesn't have that spiciness up front. Almost a bubblegum flavor. Smooth, light. Finish isn't too lingering. Doesn't have that baking spice to it. It's not as much interest. Kind of brown sugar. It's nice. I don't like the palate as well as I like the nose. It's a good solid bourbon. I mean, guys, I know I like all these bourbons individually. I'm trying not to identify them for what they are, because I really don't want to rank, you know, early times number 7, because I'm always saying that's like my all-time favorite. Hope it stands up to this, guys. So, all right, let's go with number 3. That candy peanut comes right through. Smooth, mouthfeel is soft, slightly coating. Finish is still going, well balanced. If you like peanuts, that's what that is. That's good. I like that. I like that a lot. I got an idea what I think that is. We'll see. Maybe I may be completely off, but I'm definitely liking that. Number 4, oh, caramel, smooth, slightly thin. It doesn't have the oiliness of the others. That's a solid bourbon. I mean, there's not a whole lot of interest there though. Kind of simple. Finish is kind of barely there. It's good, but I'm gonna say the others are more interesting, and I'm you know, definitely, I think I'm liking the others a little bit better right now. Number 5, let's see. This would have that light peanut note on the nose, just sweetness. That's probably the lightest flavor so far. Caramel, a little brown sugar, light finish, little dusty note. These first 2 are much more interesting. The first 3 are much more interesting. Now this had that very light nut note, a little dusty note, just like the nose. The palate's very light. A little bit of sweet peanut note there, oak, kind of a corn sweetness. Good, not super interesting, not bad to sip on, but these would be for a beginner, kind of easing them into it. Somebody hasn't really experienced too much bourbon. Thinking so far, they're not bad, but if you're into bourbon, not as interesting. This last one, oh yeah. Dark, caramel, brown sugar, smooth, well balanced, buttery, balanced finish. Yeah, that, oh yeah, okay. So I think I got this so far. These are definitely my bottom 3 right here, no doubt about that. These are most definitely my top 4. I'm gonna run back through this way, there we go. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm ranking from top to bottom here. Number 1, number 7. That is most definitely, so here's my top 3 right there, and there's the bottom 4. All right, so let's see what is what. All right guys, so I am not even going to list these bottom 4. All right, I am just gonna have my lovely wife give me the top 3. These are gonna be my top 3 budget bourbons under 25 bucks. So, all right, let's go. We are looking at A, Wild Turkey 101. I talked about that spicy note in there. I really liked it. Yeah, that is Wild Turkey. That's why it's in my decanter all the time. So Wild Turkey 101, one of the top 3. And next one on the list, C. I had a feeling about this one. Old Tub, guys. What did I tell you? Peanut brittle in a bottle. Love this stuff. So definitely that's got to make that. I'm so happy that made the list. And it makes me really nervous about the number 1 because, you know, I talk up early times, bottled and bond all the time. I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. G. Don't you do that to me. Should grab the 4 Roses. Come on, guys. Seriously? Dark notes in the 4 Roses? I don't think so. Early times, bottled and bond. I'm telling you guys, that is just, it's a killer bottle, and half of me hates to even tell you that that's a killer bottle because it does. It's getting harder and harder to find recently, but it's just so good. And guys, I mean, here's the other thing. This is under 25 bucks for a 1 liter bottle. These are 750 mils, guys. Under 25 bucks for a 1 liter bottle. If you see it, grab it. This is most definitely deserving of the number 1 spot. My top 3 bourbons, budget bourbons under 25 bucks. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you like what we're doing, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. It really helps us out with the algorithms. And until next time, guys, cheers, be safe, and enjoy. Just in case you want to know how the bottom 4 ranked. F, 4 Roses. E, Evan Williams, 1783, the new 90 proof. Number 5, I guess it would be D, Cooper's Craft. All right, and obviously that leaves us our last one, number 4. This honestly doesn't surprise me. Guys, this is the winners of the losers, Old Forester, but definitely be the winner of the loser, Old Forester 86. Catch you next time.